What's going on, people? This is the one and only the Sputnik, bringing you guys another gameplay commentary. This is Black Desert Online, and since I posted the video of me attaining the infinite potion piece, a few of you had some questions about my methods and if I had any suggestions. I do. I just want to preface it with a caveat. This game is heavily RNG, and all of the things that I've done to kind of mitigate and minimize that RNG, could still have me at the first potion piece or attempting to get the first potion piece. So just keep that in mind. I also looked online prior to even attempting the potion piece, the infinite potion grind, and they have lots of content, but none of that content is for console players. And is the content substantive? Yes, but it's not matching up 100%. And I don't even think it's past 75%, right? And there's nothing against, those content creators. It's mainly for PC players. They've had this game for a lot longer than we have, and so you can't fault them for not creating content for console. I think we should do it. I do see a lot of streamers, and that's pretty much it, and a limited amount of content creators, and essentially I'm forced to do this. I would rather do something else instead of posting this, but that's my little spiel about others. All right, so the first thing I would suggest to do, my first suggestion would to always be on a loot scroll. All right, this game is heavily RNG, and your whole process in getting gains in this game is to minimize and mitigate that randomness. And one of the tools to do that is a loot scroll, right? If you look at the second sentence in the first paragraph, it says, because receiving the blessing not only increases the drop rate of ordinary items, but that of rare items as well, right? It gives you an item drop rate increase of plus 100%. Okay, again, you're min-maxing to get a rare item, so this loot scroll allows you to get a rare item. So I would definitely do that. Another thing is your luck increases the drop rate. When I read on a few forums, so for every 1 luck, it increases it by 10%. I don't know how accurate that is, but I have 5 luck, well, over 5 luck, but I'm not certain, not 100%, well, I'm actually not certain if there's some diminished return if you go over 5 luck. So in order to increase your luck, there are a variety of ways. The first one I would automatically go to is underwear. Your underwear can give you this equipped effect of plus 1 luck. If you have a fairy, the fairy increases, it has a luck passive of plus 2. There's some items you can take to increase your luck. You also increase your luck with your progression in the game. I think it's a combination of how many titles you have, where you are in terms of combat, life, and all of those experiences, and just your fame in general. So to increase your fame, you should definitely have more characters. I have the maximum amount of characters that, I get them to around 50 or a little bit below that, and so your fame also increases. And as you can see, my luck level is at 3, so I'm at 5 luck. So that's 50%. So far we're up to 150%. If you have a Karma Sylvia's blessing, it also increases it by plus 20%. So we're at 170%. Another way to increase your luck, another way to increase your item drop rate percentage is with your ecology. As you can see, I have a plus 7% item drop rate. if I were a bit more diligent, I could have easily gotten it to 3. I could have easily gotten it to 3,000. And that would have increased my item drop rate by an additional 3%. And last but not least, you can increase your drop rate with a particular pet. Right now, there are 2 pets that do that. Originally, it was just the Arctic Fox, which increases your item drop rate by 1% for each tier. So if you get it to tier 4, you will get it at 4%. You can also find the Arctic Fox on the central market. It's quite expensive, and as you can see, a few individuals are already vying for this Arctic Fox, right? So the overall thing you're attempting to do is mitigate RNG and minimize the effects that it has on you. This game is heavily randomized, and so you want to lessen that randomization. So that's the best way to do it. I guess part 2 will be me showing you the spots that I've used. My suggestion would be go to Blood Wolves first, Necropolis second, and Ronaros last. In hindsight, that's what I would do. So this area is Blood Wolves, and this is where I park my mount. Let me just show you guys. Why did I do that? So my mount is right here. This is where I park it. And I mean, there are other places to park your mount. If I pass those spots, I'll let you guys know. So this is Blood Wolves. This is the first place I would come to. It's highly contentious. That's mainly because of what it offers. It has the AP requirement is not that high. It offers the Eye of the Rune Rings. It offers a potion piece. It also offers good leveling. So you have a variety of players here from mid to high tier. And don't think because you have a high gear score, you will come here and run through players. My biggest issue is turning into a red player in this area because players don't have any issues with getting naked and just, turning you red, right? So this is where I usually start. This particular mob that drops the potion piece is this executioner, this Kagtum. This executioner, and these are all executioners here for the most part, and they drop the potion piece. So my rotation, and again, this place is highly contested. So, and it's a pretty big spot. So you could have more than 4 or 5 players grinding here and not run into any issues, but that's not the case. So from that spot to here, then I move over here, and this is all dependent on who's here first, all right? If I came here and someone was here, then it would change up. I would also always drop a tent, just so players would know, hey, someone's here, right? That's a clear sign that someone's here. I come down, I move through this spot, and then I make this circle. Right? Again, the execution is the one that drops the potion piece. Now, this might not be the most optimal. I'm sure someone else has the most optimal, but this is what I used. And based on who's here, then you might have to switch it up. Here's another safe spot to place your mount. You can place your mount here. Another rotation that you can use if that spot that I just showed is crowded, you can come here, come to the back and kill these guys. right? And another safe spot, place for your mount is right here. All right, you drop your mount right here, you'll be good to go. Yeah, and that's the rotation I use. Now, if both of those spots are crowded, you can easily just do a loop. I never really did this one. You can easily go here, and once you've destroyed enough cages, it'll initiate like a mini boss here, I guess. This is the warden, and he can drop the potion piece. It's never happened for me. I got my potion piece from the executioner. So just keep that in mind. I didn't mention that there is the castle buff, and you put some points into the node, and that increases the drop chance. This is Sherekhan Necropolis. I usually park my mount here. Let me show you guys what it looks like, where I am actually, right here. And this is the place where I went to Arsha. And this is the location that I use. I rarely ran into anyone, and when I did, it was maybe one or two. So my rotation started here, and Garud and Belcadas are the ones that drop. So one's with a two-hand great sword, and one has a dual-wheel axe. So I start from that area. I come over here, then I come down here, kill these guys, depending on how I feel. I kill that guy, and then I come up, kill these guys, and come up here, and that's where the rotation restarts again. So this is Forest Ronaros, and I never really used a mount. The trash loot is not heavy, but if you wanted to use a mount, this is a spot where there's a safe spot. And let me just show you guys the rotation. The mobs the two monsters that drop the piece are, and I'll show you guys. It. It's the Ronaros, Guardian, and the Catcher. So I'll show you my rotation, and they're all intertwined. They're in this mob of monsters, right? So I would go. This spot was just very beautiful. I enjoyed it. Definitely don't kill this water. I don't know what you call that thing, but just don't kill it. So yeah, my rotation was from there. Someone's already here, so let me just show you. And I would just make a circle. I would go up here. I would come around here. Excuse me. And I would come around here and there. And it was just that. That was my rotation. This is the first place I came to, which I shouldn't have. I should have saved this for last. This was a good grind for me. Maybe it was because it was my first, but this is where I got the potion piece. And as you can see, if you look out, this is very beautiful, man. I actually enjoyed this grind location, and again, it's good money. So yeah, and that's it.